They say whatever kills you makes you stronger. I don't believe that, but it did make me funnier. This is Epic Thoughts. Yo, what's up? Welcome. Happy, I was about to say Hanukkah. I'm just so all over the place, man. Welcome to an exciting Tuesday night, and I hope you are there. And we're here, and this is another episode of Epic Thoughts. I am your host, Bro Baby Esquire Montgomery. Shout out to all the people who've been supporting Heritage Park for the last 17 years. That's not how long we've been running, but
I was gonna say.
Yeah, but thanks for all the support and all the people who are down in the Heritage Park. Thank you so much. And for that one homie who charged their card on the Heritage Park website to get clothes and then automatically did a chargeback 3 days later, you can go to
Oh my!
chargebacks are the worst. Because they just take the money out the account.
Stealing the identity from a nonprofit?
No,
That's
she
low.
bought something off the Heritage Park store.
Oh, like by it. Oh.
And then changed her mind. She didn't want it no more. And after 5 days, she tells her bank, "Oh, I didn't use this card. It wasn't me." And so I had to pay
I thought
back
you were saying
with
they
interest.
used. Okay, I was confused.
So order number 1078. You're not an epic thinker. And I'm keeping the green dress, just to let you know. I got the dress. Anyways. Welcome to Epic Thoughts. I'm your host. With me tonight is someone that I realized that I never had. I never.
Blah, 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 blah,
Start
blah.
again. Someone, my guest today is someone that I realized I've never formally asked to be on Epic Thoughts. So that's why I was like, I never.
It still
asked
wasn't
this.
formal, but that's okay.
It was formal through your husband, which it counts because the two shall become one.
All right.
Yes. So Stephanie Hull is my guest for today. Yay! And she brought her husband Josiah Hull.
That's
Hello.
pretty
So today my guest is the Hulls.
cute. Because we are one.
That's right.
We're the
You're the
whole
Hulls.
package.
Oh.
The whole enchilada.
Mm.
There's supposed to be a third one.
I was gonna say something and then I filtered. I was like, no, I shouldn't say
I'll
that.
edit you with the
whole ship.
I thought you were gonna say the whole shebang.
I thought
No.
it was too.
Well, because the whole is an
Well, that's
actual
the
thing
whole
on a
of
ship.
the ship.
I
The
know.
whole of a ship.
I know this. I was using.
You're gonna have a
Never
hard
mind.
time on this show today because you gotta deal with me and Steph
Mhm.
by yourself.
Yep.
Why is that gonna give him a hard time?
Because one of
Because
us
we
is
are so like.
because we are of a whole mind.
Oh my goodness.
That's okay. You didn't have to get my joke. I'm just a merchant marine. Okay, that was the corniest the set that I've ever done in the
So-
8 years of doing this show.
What are you
Are
selling
you
today?
surprised?
Wow. Huh?
I said, are you surprised?
That I'm corny?
That is corny.
Yeah.
We kind of bring out the corny in people sometimes.
You do. You do. What am I selling today? Do I normally sell something on Epic Thoughts?
You are a merchant.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
You're
So
dork.
listen, don't say this, but once in a while Josiah gets a good one in. And I always tell people about your one joke.
It's always when he's not trying.
Yeah, he
It just
tried on
comes
this
out.
one.
Oh,
And he
okay.
nailed me on
It was
one.
good.
And I said something to him about a necklace. And I said something to him. I was like, because I was making the implication that he didn't have a neck. And I was
Oh.
like, hey, man, how come? I know it
No.
was a joke about somebody. How come people with no shoulders don't wear something because they're necklace? And then his response was, how come black people grow so fast? Because they Negroes.
Did I say that?
Yes, you said that. You remember that joke?
Oh my gosh.
I feel like he's playing you.
No, I have a witness.
No, I thought I said the necklace.
No, you
joke
said the
'cause-
Negroes. And we were all
His
sitting at the
face.
pool, and everybody started busting.
Do you believe this, Rice?
Because you caught everybody off guard.
Do you believe that Josiah would say
I
that?
mean,
I
past
believe it.
Josiah.
He's just very embarrassed right now.
Yeah. I believe it.
I don't know. I mean, it's possible. I legit don't remember that one,
I remember.
but it does sound like something.
still-
Nobody got
The-
mad.
the
I
past
remember
Josiah.
everybody. We were at Crystal's house. We were sitting by the pool.
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
Oh, this
There
was
it
in
is.
Texas?
No,
No,
Crystal.
Fontana.
Oh, Crystal.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of someone else.
Yeah. She didn't have no pool.
I was thinking, for some reason, I was thinking Carla.
Oh, but she didn't have a pool.
She didn't have a
either.
pool yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
She built an.
Oh, they have one now.
Well, it'll be ready to swim this summer.
Oh,
But they wouldn't build
cool.
a pool.
Cool.
Oh, Carla. Yeah. No, it was Crystal's house.
Oh,
It was before we met Steph.
yeah. Yeah.
So it was over 12 years ago.
Yeah.
How long you guys been married now?
11 and a
years.
half-ish. Almost half. I don't know.
It was 11 in November.
Yeah.
So here's a question for you. Like, do you, when you hear that you've been married 11 years, are you at that place right now where you're like, man, what was my life like before him?
I mean, I don't really think about that. I don't think about that.
That's a good thing, Josiah. Because some people like, they put so much blood, sweat, and tears into their current marriage or family. Then it's almost like, man, what was I doing before? I think about that with the kids. When I'm with the kids, I'm like, what was I like before y'all?
If I had kids, I'm sure I would think about that.
But you don't think
But I
about
don't know.
that
Maybe that's because, I mean, our dynamic is different because we don't have kids. So
Mhm.
we still have freedom, and we've worked really hard to have independence in our marriage. So yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine not I don't know. It's just weird to think about that.
Mhm. But yeah, that's a good thing then. That means she's not tired.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That is a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Great.
Oh.
So let's get to it. Tomorrow, we're pre-recording, but it's supposed to play Tuesday. So tomorrow is Valentine's Day.
Mhm.
Okay. And earlier today, Josiah and I did our hope.
Okay.
And on the show, we talked about Valentine's Day.
Mhm.
What was your favorite Valentine's Day with Josiah? What was the best Valentine's Day with him?
Ooh. Well, honestly, probably one of the most memorable was when we were dating. When, you know what I'm talking about, right? You guys lived in Victorville,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think I knew what our plans were. I just knew I was coming up and we were going to spend time together. But basically, he set up the little dining area, all fancy with flowers and a red tablecloth and everything. And David was our waiter, and he ordered Olive Garden, and then we had our own little private Olive Garden dinner. And he wrote me a song and he sang it for me.
That's what we talked about, and that's he said.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
funny.
then the question was, what do you think Stephanie would say? And he said that you would say that.
You do know me very well.
Yeah.
Here's a follow-up question.
Yeah.
Do you remember the song?
Oh, God. What? Some about Last Dance? No. Some about a dance. Was it about a dance?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't heard it in a long time.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you recorded it
No.
or nothing.
No.
Which
That's
I wish
what I
you
was
would
saying.
have.
I know.
He should have recorded it.
I was thinking about it though, and I remembered a little bit more.
The
I know
chorus was pretty catchy.
it was catchy.
Mm.
You
it
gonna
was-
give us a little taste?
No.
He doesn't remember a word.
Well, no, I I remember now because I was thinking about it since earlier. I remember it was like, give me one more dance, give me one more kiss, one
I remember
more
something about a kiss, yeah.
kiss, one more moment.
Like this.
No, not
I
that.
was gonna say the same thing.
But yeah, so that's all I
Like
remember.
this.
But I can kind of hear it slightly in my head.
Yeah.
Give me one more dance.
No.
Didn't you
no.
use one of his?
Give me
No,
one
it,
more dance.
Uh-huh.
Give me one more kiss. One more
Like this.
thinking about it now, it was very High School Musical. Like the sound of it, I feel like.
Oh well, it's a good reference.
Mhm. Did you actually dance?
No,
Was there a dance?
Mm-mm.
I don't know. But he had
Did he
a
have
suit
back-
on.
Did you have
and-
backup dancers?
No, it was just us.
You would know because you would have been the backup
Yeah, you
I would
dancer.
would've
have
been.
never. I would have used
No,
David.
you would have.
David and Megan could be the backup dancer.
With the napkin over his arm.
Yeah,
Oh,
he would do that too.
he would.
Speaking of David dancing, we shouldn't talk about David because he's not here. But when you were talking about him dancing, I remembered when we did Christmas according to Disney.
Oh my goodness!
Easter according to
Easter
Disney.
according
Oh,
to
yeah, it was.
Disney.
And I remember during rehearsal, we kept getting on him like, "Hey man, you got to put your all into this." He was like, "I'm going to."
He was so timid.
He was so timid, and he was doing "Be Prepared."
Yep.
And there was a dance number in it, and it was like we were sitting there thinking. I remember we had us three in the corner in a little semicircle. Like, I don't think he's gonna pull it off. No, I don't think so. Either. What do we do? Like, who are we replacing with? And we had to stick with it. And the day of Easter Sunday, it was like a completely different person.
Gosh. He blew us
And he was
all
like,
away.
"Be prepared." And we're in the back, like, what the?
I know. We're like, where did this come
going on
from?
I don't even remember this.
You
I mean, I
don't?
remember doing Easter according to Disney, but I don't remember David's performance.
Oh, I do
man.
because I remember talking about it
You were
before,
proud of him.
and we were like come
nervous
on.
going into it.
We were
Oh.
frustrated with him in rehearsals because it was like he wasn't trying,
No.
and then
Yeah.
then he kept saying he would get it, but he didn't want to do
But
it.
is that kind of like a typical thing he would do?
No, he normally would practice hard.
Oh.
Yeah, but I think he was practicing, but alone because he was insecure. He doesn't sing, so I don't think he was excited about it.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
then he killed it.
He killed it. That whole performance was great.
Oh
That whole
my
night, that whole
goodness.
day was phenomenal.
And that guy who played Jesus.
First of all, let's talk about it.
It was
Okay.
pretty fine.
I know you probably thought he was attractive.
Yeah.
All I remember is when he tried to sing.
You're so mean. Hey,
No, it wasn't
he
the
gave
singing.
his all.
It wasn't the singing. It was.
Oh my
He was
gosh.
singing.
He was
what's the
talk
song?
singing.
Um,
Hercules.
Hercules.
I will find my
Yeah.
way.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. This, but when he forgot the words
I did forget.
and
the
moaned.
words. I did moan.
Yes, you did. I'll find my way. I'm going to. And then he leaned over and said, "Oh!" And he moaned. I was like, "Why is he moaning?"
I was in character, thank you. And I was
Yeah, that's true. He did not break character.
Yeah.
I didn't break character and I did forget the words, so I improvised. And
And you moaned.
well maybe I moaned, I don't remember. But
I
I
don't
was
remember you moaning.
but I was talking and then it was like I was praising
Yes.
to God.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
Nobody
and I was
noticed.
like, I will go the distance.
I said, "Oh, I'll go the distance." But it fit because you were supposed to be at the Garden of Gethsemane, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
So it did
worked.
work. And
It
your
worked.
mother, Mama Rita Merchant,
Uh-huh.
she complimented me. She actually I don't know if she was messing with me, but she doesn't mess.
No,
She
she
doesn't.
wasn't messing.
Yeah.
She wouldn't play with that.
No.
If you were
And
bad, she'd tell you.
yeah.
Yeah,
She
she's like,
would.
"Oh, Josiah, that
She
was so
would.
bad.
Baby,
That was
that
bad.
wasn't it, baby. That wasn't it.
Yeah.
Just don't do that again."
As a matter of fact, people are hugging each other and saying goodbye. My mom would be like, "Play the track again. Play the track again." David, this is it. "Oh, find my way."
That's exactly what she would do.
Oh, Lord.
No, but I remember her complimenting me and saying that she liked my choices and stuff. So
That was a
it meant a lot.
unique thing. I thought that was very creative what we came up with.
Yeah, it was. What part did you play?
I don't know.
She was ensemble.
Just stay there.
She was
You
ensemble.
were ensemble?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we were all in that final dance number.
Oh, Josiah loved that final dance.
I know
I
he does.
did.
He loved it.
And because
Do
I
you
never,
remember it?
I no,
I
I never.
remember your part.
My part.
I remember, wait. And then you had to back up. Do you remember
I
that?
have a terrible memory.
You were running across the stage and said, "Wait," and you stopped and paused. And you
It was
backed up.
so good. And I remember at the end of it, because Amber, your sister, she hadn't seen it.
No.
And I remember her saying, she was like, "Josiah, I didn't know you could dance." I was like, "Oh,
I
good,
remember
she
the
thinks I can
dance. He lives in you. Da, da,
He lives in me. We
Such a
were
good-
jumping
Well, the
and
song
everything.
alone
The song
is enough to
works.
just
Every
You
song
know,
in that, every song we
it
did
gets you
worked.
going.
Mm-hmm.
Every song worked. Did
Yeah.
you sing? You didn't sing. You just danced.
Like I said, I have a terrible memory.
No, but I think you helped choreograph it, yeah.
I don't think so.
No?
I remember coming up with the choreograph.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I may have like helped maybe tweak.
I
things.
thought
tweaked it. You probably tweaked a
I
couple
thought
things.
you sang something, but maybe not.
No, because Heather sang the Barbie song. Not Barbie song.
Barbie,
the
move
Bambi
on.
song.
Did you just say Bambi?
Yeah, she sang from Bambi too.
No, she didn't. Didn't she sing the mirror, the reflection?
Yeah, she sang that
Oh,
first,
yeah.
and then who was Mother Mary that sang that sad song from Bambi too?
Bethany.
No, it was not that. She is not singing those songs. No, stop.
She could
Oh, this sounded like a Sesame Street character.
She does.
I said you do,
oh.
not her.
You guys didn't you? I thought you guys did. I'll show you the world.
Oh,
You
I
did
did
sing
sing that with Heather.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
She was supposed to be Mary Magdalene, and we were about to stone her, and you were like,
Oh.
"I will show you the world."
I completely forgot about that one. I don't remember the scene, but I do remember singing that song.
And Mom opened it up with, well, I opened it up. I did the swing and Mom came up. The jungle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you
She
say
sang-
the jungle?
Whatever she sang. She sang the circle of life. In the circle of life. As soon as she hit that note,
so good.
and we were all on stage, I was like, "Oh, this is about to be something."
It was so good because everybody was so in it. That's what made it work.
Oh, you gotta
Everybody
be
was so.
committed.
it
Should we
was
do
so
it
good.
again at Hope and have a special Saturday night performance of Disney according to? No, because it's just us three.
'Cause it's just- I mean, we'd have to get more people.
What
have to give a big
what
one.
if we redo it, but we get a venue?
We have a venue.
Oh, Lord.
Hope Recovery Center.
Okay.
I mean, what if it was a traveling thing? See,
I do love traveling.
I love traveling.
I love traveling too. We haven't traveled in a long time.
I don't know.
I miss those days. Did you ever go on a Master's Commission trip with us outside
No.
of working in an event for us? 'Cause I remember you did one in San Diego.
No, when we were together, when you guys traveled, I stayed back because I was working.
Yeah.
That would have been great to have her with us.
I know.
That's some of the places that we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite trip that you've ever gone on?
That's hard.
Are they all that great?
I mean, one of the ones that sticks out is Hong Kong, just because it was so different, the culture and everything.
What was it like in Hong Kong? Were you guys like celebrities? Did people talk to you guys a lot?
No, people looked at me weird because they were like, "Oh my gosh, you got a big booty."
That's what they said.
For real. No, that's what they were
Oh.
saying.
No, but like nobody there.
They don't have thick people.
Yeah, they're all tiny.
So we get on the train and they're like,
Oh, look at this.
just by the end of the trip, it was a good trip, but by the end I told you so, I was like, I'm so sick of people staring at me. Like,
Man, I wonder if they would look at me.
but we went there to go to the Disney park and to see my friend play Nala.
Did you guys take video footage
Of the show?
of just Disney in general?
Yeah.
Did you post it? Because I remember
Oh, I'm
looking
sure I
at
did,
stuff
yeah.
and I was like, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
could've
it
been
was so
somewhere else,
cool.
but
They
It
did
was
a
so
really
cool.
good job on that park. And that show puts the shows here at Disneyland to shame.
so would
Yeah.
you say that Disney Hong Kong is a superior Disney?
Hmm.
I mean, I'm like OG Disneyland at heart.
Your
so,
OG Anaheim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been to Orlando, right?
Long time ago. Yeah.
Hmm.
I was like 16.
Oh, you gotta go.
I know. I gotta go. It's been like, what, almost 20 years.
Yeah. We want to go eventually. So.
Yeah.
But
I thought I was gonna go this summer. It doesn't look like we're gonna go this summer.
oh, bummer.
We'll probably just go to Disneyland, but
Someday.
I know. I think Disney World is great. It's probably overwhelming. I still think Land is better. Disneyland.
Yeah, Disney World, like, there's just too much to do. You have to be there for like over a week,
Yeah.
and it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and there's things about classic Disneyland in Anaheim that is classic and is only there. Like I've heard that at Disney World they don't have horse and buggies. You know, like they don't have
Wait, we have horse and buggies at Disneyland.
The carriage. With
the
horse,
carriage,
yeah.
the horse. You can
Oh,
the
like
horse
Main Street.
on Main Street.
Oh, Main Street. Okay.
But they don't have that at Disney World. And they don't have, I think, the car or the other little things that like drive you.
Like the trolley.
Yeah,
thing.
they don't have that
Burp,
stuff.
burp, little car.
Charlie. Oh, down Main Street.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of some other land where you're shooting at.
No, I just mean those
I was like,
things.
that's Knott's Berry Farm.
No,
Ooh, I do
No,
not like Knott's.
those
Oh,
things,
man.
and they just add to the magic. It's like it makes it fun. It's magical. It's cool,
It feels classic.
classic, and that's only at Disneyland.
Mhm.
But if Disneyland
then
keeps
I-
changing everything, then it's not going to feel classic.
Well, they're changing a lot. Are they changing
Yeah.
me? I haven't been to Disneyland in years, so I don't know. I used to go all the time. man.
Yeah.
I just don't go
I
anymore.
miss the Tarzan treehouse.
I've heard they.
I
tore
liked
that
it
down.
better as Tarzan.
I didn't get a chance to go.
Which I know
You never went
originally it
on-
wasn't Tarzan, but
You never got on the treehouse?
No, I did, but I was just at Disneyland recently, and I didn't get the chance to go on the new treehouse.
Swiss
It's still
Family
the same
Robinson.
treehouse.
Yeah.
Still Tarzan.
How's it different?
No, it's Swiss Family Robinson.
But how is it different itself?
Uh-huh.
How's it different itself?
It's just I don't know. It feels the theme is different. It's not as exciting.
Well, and I'm pretty sure they changed things because even the entrance to it was in a different spot. You don't enter at the same spot to go up. So by the time I went, when I was at Disneyland recently, it was evening and they had just closed it. So I was gonna go
You missed
up it, but I missed it, so I was bummed. But so I can't speak on it. But yeah, she said that it just wasn't as interactive or as fun.
Yeah, but it's probably also sentimental because we have memories when we were dating and going to Disneyland.
Did you carve your name into one of the tree branches there?
No,
No,
First kiss?
no.
no, they're memories that can't really be explained
yeah.
because they're.
It was just
very-
fun, like goofy
Oh,
moments.
tiny.
okay.
Yeah.
Goofy.
Nothing sexual.
Yeah, don't
Okay.
be coaching.
I was like, ew. In
No.
the treehouse?
Oh
He
my
did touch my
goodness.
butt, but no.
Oh.
I did, yeah.
They closed down the bears, the singing bears.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I meant the Country Bear
Country
Jamboree.
Bear Jamboree.
Yeah.
They closed
Good
that
stuff.
down, what, this week
Bummer.
or last week? They
I
closed
thought
it
that
down.
was down quite a while. Wait. The little tavern guy?
The tavern guy?
Like the not guy, but like where you go in and
They
And-
perform.
I don't even know if he would remember Country Bear Jamboree. Maybe.
he said they just closed.
No.
He just said 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. They had their last performance 3 weeks ago. It was on the news.
No, they closed a long time ago, and I do
Yeah, I was
remember
like,
it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I do remember it. The Country Bear.
What was your
Jamboree.
favorite trip, Ramon?
It's a hard question.
I know.
Favorite trip or favorite place?
Favorite place?
Well, what was your question initially? Because you can do
Favorite
multiple
trip.
trips to
I
the
would say
same
probably favorite
place.
trip. I think that's a favorite trip.
Okay.
But I don't travel like you guys do. Like,
We don't travel a lot.
but you travel further. You have more
Yeah.
miles than I do.
Well, and we lived in Hawaii, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys do, like, you guys go away. When you guys go away,
Yeah.
you're like, we're going to Milwaukee. Well, hi. Oh, we got a ticket and we're on our way. I'm like, okay. So yeah, like, what was your favorite trip? Vegas. Which
we just
one?
went to Vegas recently.
Yeah. I can't
Which
think,
one?
my favorite trip.
You guys went to the silos without me.
Silos was cool. I probably want to go again.
I want to go again for
But
sure.
it wasn't really like, oh, this is the silos. Just I was that way.
I was excited, but
Probably because we watched the show. and
yeah,
I watched the show too. I think it was just, I think I hyped it up in my head, and when I got there, it was
Oh.
like,
Yeah, I've learned that I need to not do that
yeah.
because then you're disappointed.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to go with Stephanie. I feel like it will be a whole different experience. And I think not that I didn't enjoy who
You
I
had a
was
good
with.
time me. That's what it
No,
was.
that's not what I'm saying. Because there were things that we did that we wouldn't do. Like we actually played with some of that sports equipment. That was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun.
playing wiffle ball.
Yeah.
And soccer. That was fun.
Yeah. And Steph and I wouldn't do that. But there's things that her and I would do and we would appreciate together
I want to stay in the hotel.
that you guys didn't appreciate. So it was like I was experiencing certain things that I was excited about alone.
Yeah.
And I know that it wouldn't have felt that way with her.
Hotel. Which hotel? They have a hotel?
Yeah.
Like the castle?
No,
No,
it's called the 1926,
something
like that. I asked
They
you about
remodeled
it.
the whole.
They remodeled the
hotel.
whole hotel.
Oh, I didn't know that. I know they remodeled a castle and turned it into a bed and breakfast.
Oh wow, no,
Dang, they're just on a roll.
I
that's
know.
cool. Well, I want to go there. But no, they a whole hotel, and it's like a couple blocks from the silos.
Oh,
But it's like a super old building, and it was their first like hotel they've ever done. So it was a big project.
that's
Yeah.
what you guys should do. You should buy a whole city, and then just like
A whole city.
yes, and remodel it from building to building.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
yeah, that's something that we're.
You
have
know, I
money
know
stashed
you
away to
guys are
do
very
that.
artsy, but if someone at first
Oh.
glance and they're like, "What do you think they do?" So they remodel homes. She does interior. He does the grunt work. Don't they look? Josiah, give me a shot of them real
You
quick.
mean Rice?
Rice, yeah. Don't they look like they remodel homes?
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
It looks
You're
like
just
Josiah.
saying, you're just
No!
agreeing with him.
Josiah's look looks like somebody who has like a tool belt underneath his sweater right now. And then
He's so
Stephanie looks
dumb.
like the kind of person that'd be like, I don't like that tile.
You just see them like that frame right there. Both
Yeah.
of them, right?
Yes.
They're just like talking straight to the camera, like saying how frustrated they are because
Yeah.
they're gonna finish the project on
Yeah.
time.
They can't finish the project on time. And they're out of budget.
Oh
That's
my
the look.
God.
You know, we came across an issue, and the pipe cracked, and it added like
One thing-
$200,000.
One thing's for sure, we
I-
would definitely be entertained.
I'd watch that show every week.
Oh,
We-
Lord.
we-
That'd be interesting.
So did Josiah tell you about the new business we're gonna start?
Oh, yes. Maybe.
Maybe. This is our new
He
business.
told me I was dying.
Yes.
It's so funny.
This is our new business venture, right? So we're gonna start a maintenance company. It's gonna be called Maybe, because we don't know if we're gonna get the job done or not.
Can you fix this?
Are
Maybe.
you gonna get this done in time?
Maybe.
Can you fix my washer and dryer?
Maybe.
And our slogan will be, "There's no guarantee we'll get it done, but we will try."
Yeah. I thought that was genius.
So funny.
That'd be a good television show. People watch that.
Oh yes.
People can
because-
bet on it.
Bet on
Bet
it,
below.
bet on it.
Oh,
Bet below. Do you think we'll get this project done in time?
Oh, wow.
that is genius,
That
though.
is
Like
actually-
that's a great idea.
It is.
Literally, two people with like next to none
Have
experience.
no business remodeling anything.
Well, now
Right.
someone who heard your idea is going to take the ideas.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Unless we hop on it soon.
I don't want to do it. Like I want to do it, but then I'm like, then we gotta try to build something.
Oh, Lord.
I think we'll be all right. I think we can build some stuff.
I think
You
we
might
should.
surprise yourselves.
Is there someone we can pitch this idea to that they'll say, "We'll pay you a lot of money to do this,"
I don't know.
so that we can quit our jobs
they
and
can film
do
you.
it full time?
if we can figure out a way that someone can invest in Heritage Park to shoot it, which is weird. I don't know why people don't invest in Heritage Park like they invest in other stuff.
I know.
Like,
Well, there's a lot because that job. I mean, we would need materials. We would need. There's definitely.
we just get producers that can put it together. Because we put beds together. Put the twins' beds together.
Josiah fixed
Yeah.
the handle on our toilet once.
There you go. How long did that take you?
10 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah, I
so
don't
that's
think it
good.
took that long.
How long did it take us to put the beds together? Were we under 4 hours?
Did it take
Assembling
that
things is very different than fixing things.
long? Yeah. I mean, it still takes like a lot.
Was it from IKEA?
No, it's from Target.
No.
Oh,
You have to like figure it. There's certain things from IKEA
We
got.
did,
got-
and we
Oh.
did. Oh,
IKEA stuff
the
is
worst.
weed.
But the beds that we got from Target, we did put them wrong at one point,
We did.
and then we had to take them all apart and do it again.
I think that was my fault too, wasn't it?
I don't know.
That's why I don't come over when you guys do those things. I'm like, bye, have fun.
We recently had to get your fridge through the door,
Yeah,
and that took a while, but we figured it out.
figure it out. After taking everything apart.
Yeah.
So,
that was cool.
mhm. Oh man, that was funny stuff, man. You should be part of this team.
What?
You should be part of the Maybe team.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
down.
But you guys do. You should remodel. That's what you should do. That would be great. You tell me and Rice, and we're on it. You guys buy a fixer upper.
Wait, hold up.
And
There should be a mockumentary.
A mockumentary.
Oh,
Yes. That is
mockumentary.
No, but yeah, you guys should buy your dream house and let it be
Oh,
a fixer
Lord.
upper, and we try to fix it. I'll film the whole thing pro bono. We'll take the whole journey, put that sucker on YouTube, make it killing.
Yeah, but what if we spend all this money to fix it up and we do a terrible job?
We keep pushing YouTube so people can pay us to get some real people in there to fix it.
No, after each job that we do, we'd have a professional come in and like,
check.
evaluate it.
There
Yeah.
you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Stephanie, you're a genius.
You are. That's actually a really good idea. We should.
I mean,
do that.
otherwise, you'd be just one thing after the next, just building a mess.
Yeah,
I would love to see that.
that would be fun. Ish.
His wheels are running because I can see his mind thinking that would be kind of cool.
It would be.
And I'm thinking, I do want a house.
You guys get a steal if you get a fixer upper.
That's true.
Have you seen the prices? Even the fixture uppers.
The fixer uppers are
in the
bad.
IE
You
are
gotta,
like
you gotta get one with
400,000.
no floors.
Oh Jesus!
You
I've
start
seen
from
some
scratch.
that have like nothing in there.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you'd have to gut it.
Yeah.
You need a foundation at least.
And we can start with there.
Oh,
So you're talking about building a house from scratch on
Mm.
top of a foundation.
Yeah.
Christ is my foundation.
You pray into existence. But can you
Oh,
imagine
Lord.
the amount of positive thoughts and the how you would feel about yourself if you completed this project?
It'd be
You
pretty.
built your wife
epic.
a house. It would be epic.
Those thoughts would be epic.
There it is. So how's
Sorry.
life, Steph?
Life is crazy.
You still in school?
Yes.
How is it?
It's good. I
Huh.
actually really like my classes.
Yeah,
And I feel like I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Sorry,
much
I'm getting
time?
over a cold, so I
that's fine.
got the sniffles.
How much time do you have left?
I'm supposed to graduate summer 25.
It's like 2 more years.
No.
No, we're in
Less
24
than 2
already.
years.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's spring, so we're almost in summer.
so just a little over a year.
Okay.
I'm saying like a year and a half.
Was it easy as you thought it was going to be? Harder? What? First of all, what was your major?
I'm a better student than I thought I would be. I'm majoring in organizational leadership and minoring in psychology.
Ooh.
She was on the president's list.
I was. I had to Google what that meant.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, what does
not
that
a
mean?
bad thing.
Yeah.
It means in one whole semester, all you got A's.
Oh, that. I was
And
never
that's
on that list.
What'd you say?
I was never on that list.
Yeah, I mean that's why I had to Google what it was because I've never been on that list.
It's a little bit different when you're older and you're like,
It is,
I gotta
yeah.
focus on
And
it.
I think that's why I'm a better student than I thought I would be. Because school, back when I did do junior college, I was taking dance classes and music classes because it was cheaper than going to a studio.
Mhm.
And now being at school as like an older adult, it's just very different. And you have your own life experience that you can apply in your classes. So
Homework's not bad.
it's not too bad because I don't do all of my reading like a typical college student.
When you get to become an adult and you go back to
But
school,
I do watch all of my lectures.
okay.
And yeah.
It's funny because when you become an adult and you go back to school, you become the greatest BSer.
Well, it's funny because even my professors will say when you're in academia, like
Mhm.
you can write as much as you need to on one thing
Yeah.
because you can just keep going.
Yeah.
But
I BS my way through film school on a lot of stuff. Like some of the stuff they made me do in school, I was like, how's this? Okay. Mentally, I think the substantial state of American society when it comes to cinematography is flawed because of the
you make it
thespian
sound
approach.
fluffy.
Yeah, make it
Yeah.
sound fluffy.
Yeah.
That's genius. Tell us more about it. Like, I can't.
Yeah. I think what helps me is because I am passionate about leadership
Mhm.
and I have been in a leadership position. So I think that just makes it, I don't know, that much more enjoyable and easy.
What does organizational leadership mean? I know someone who has that degree, and I asked them, they were like, it means I can organize.
No.
I was like,
That was their answer.
The answer was just a bunch of mumble, and I was like, "You organize? Yeah, sure."
I think the organizational part comes with all the different classes you have to take that pertain to leadership. Because there's communication for leaders, and there's human resource management and financial stuff, and so it's learning all the different little you know um, skills and jobs and things that you would have to do in leadership, depending on where you end up working in an organization or nonprofit, wherever you end up in leadership ministry, because leadership in different organizations obviously is going to look different. But it's as much about leading yourself well as it is to learn how to lead others and how to inspire others and encourage others and be that person that people are willing to look up to and follow.
What's your leadership style, do you think?
Who? That's a hard one because I feel like in the past it's depended on the situation. So you have to be flexible depending on, are they going to take this type of leadership? Well, a lot of the younger people now, they're not doing well with people who are just like telling them what to do. They want, that like leader that's going to come alongside them and really like champion them and work with them and encourage them in like more of like a friendship type way, like a mentorship. But I would say probably servant leadership. Yeah.
What kind of leader are you?
I would also actually say that. Like, if I didn't even hear her saying that, that's kind of where I would have went. Because when I have been in leadership roles, I do feel like I would always ask the people I was leading, like, how I can help them, and check in on them and make sure that they're doing well so that I can be a part of their development, and then step in when they need help to be that support. So I don't know all the different forms of leadership. I don't know. I haven't taken a class on it, or leadership styles, but I would definitely agree and say that I'm also a servant leader. That's the kind of leader I would want to be.
I think you're both right. I have no idea what kind of leader I am. What are you about to say?
I was just going to say it makes sense too, because we've both been in ministry, and I feel like that type of leadership is pretty common in ministry, in the ministry world.
Yes.
Why are you smiling?
Why are you smiling?
Because I don't know if I would classify you
I'm a master
as
servant leadership.
a servant leader. However, you have really great moments, because I've been under your leadership a lot. So you know when to hone in to that servant leader style. Thank you. Because there have been times where you have operated in that, but I don't think that comes natural for you.
No, I think I don't even know the
Would you
styles.
say that you're more like hands off? Like you just kind of like...
No, I think I'm hands on more than I am hands off. I know I'm not a. Well, I know that I'm not a. What's it called? A
micromanager.
Micromanager.
Definitely not.
Not a micromanager. I don't know the styles.
I know. Do we know what they are?
I don't remember them all off the top of my head. I was gonna look them up.
Let's Google it. We get to know. Leadership styles.
If I had to guess, and again, I don't know the leadership styles, but you, Roman, are a very assertive and like go-getter personality when it comes to doing things yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's how you lead as well. Like, and you, I think sometimes expect people under you to be that way. And a lot of people aren't that way. And so I could see potentially that that's where you could probably get frustrated with people. But that doesn't really talk about your style. That just,
Well, there's a lot of styles. It says here. It says transactional leadership, bureaucratic.
Collaborative,
Oh, I haven't got to that one.
authoritarian.
Servant, coaching, charismatic, participative, authoritarian,
He's
situational,
definitely charismatic sometimes.
persuasive. I think I'm persuasive.
this is tough because we'd
And
have to
collaborative.
break down what they are.
Each
Because
one,
Well, but the thing is you can use different styles in different settings and with different people. So it's not like you're only one style. Just like us as people.
sounds like a whole
We're
other
very
Enneagram.
complex.
Yeah. So I would like to be.
No.
I would like to be the Mel Gibson type of leader in Braveheart, where I'm on the horse and it was like, they can take our lives, but they can never take our freedom. I always want to be that kind of leader. Whoever that guy was.
Inspirational leader.
Oh, okay.
You know what?
I'm a great inspirational leader.
Yes,
I'm really great.
I would say yes.
They can
Absolutely.
take our lives, like my Scottish accent,
Yeah, it's really bad.
but they can never take our freedom.
Oh my god, please don't
You
do
don't
that
sound
accent ever again.
Scottish at all. I don't know
That's
what
not
you.
Scottish.
That's not
No.
Scottish.
He was
It
like
sounds
rolling his R's.
That's Scottish.
Our
It
lives!
sounds, it sounds like you're underwater leadership. Like you're
Underwater leader.
you're
Oh my
go-
I'm an underwater leader.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's pretty good.
But no, it's interesting because we were just talking the other day about emotional intelligence
Mhm.
Okay.
and how that's very much a desired quality and trait in leaders.
Oh,
Not just
God.
leaders, but people in general.
general.
And that is like so not something that
It's-
is in our world. Like,
No.
I know that sounds really negative. And
No, but it's very true. Emotional intelligence and it's something that people don't talk about
yeah,
as much as they should.
yeah,
How important is that? It's especially in ministry,
yeah.
having a level of emotional intelligence
goodness.
is the
Being-
lacking of it is frustrating.
Oh, yeah.
It
You
is,
experience
yeah,
this-
because people are so like unaware and just inconsiderate, and they just don't think about how they're being experienced
Yeah.
by
Mhm.
other people, how you're coming across.
Yeah.
It's-
Well, I think that's the issue. Is I think an emotionally intelligent person thinks of others
yeah,
and is aware of others.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the majority of people, unfortunately, in our society, it's selfish thinking, and so you're not thinking of others. So therefore, you know what I mean? Like, I
yeah,
don't
but
know.
it's also people don't know how to manage their emotions, and that's a part
Yeah.
of emotional intelligence.
Right. But it's like, for instance, we just went to a restaurant the other day and our server was terrible.
Oh,
Like terrible. Like I have not
he got so
I
upset.
was so
He got
frustrated.
heated.
And like it was just little things. Like for instance, I don't eat meat right now, right?
Mhm.
So I ordered a clam chowder bread bowl because clam chowder, that's clams, that's a seafood dish. So I would think that it was all going to be seafood. I start eating it and I'm eating bacon, and they put bacon in their clam chowder.
Yeah, they do. New England
And
clam chowder.
You know
It's got
what?
bacon in it.
What is?
New England clam chowder has bacon. In it.
Okay, see, I didn't know this.
I
Apparently,
didn't know that either.
Did you order New England?
I
just
ordered a
like-
clam chowder bread bowl. That's how I said it. But that's what they serve,
Mhm.
I guess. I didn't know this, right? It's fine. I wasn't mad about that.
Right.
But I let her know, and I was like, "Oh, hey, like, is there bacon in here?" And she said, "Oh, yeah." And I said, "Oh, well, I actually don't eat meat, and I wasn't aware that there was bacon in here, so I'm gonna want to change it out." I wasn't mad because I just didn't know. And then she kind of chuckled, and she's like, "Oh, you thought you were eating clams?"
What?
That yeah, her
It was
response.
a very weird exchange.
It was weird. Her response was chuckling and laughing a little.
Instead
you
of,
thought
like,
we were eating you thought that was a
apologizing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I just share with you that I don't eat meat, and you find out that your customer that you're serving accidentally ate bacon and they don't eat meat. What if he's allergic? What if it's a religious thing? Like, instead of those thoughts going through her head and apologizing, be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, yeah, I'm happy to replace that. Instead, she was like, oh, you thought you were eating clams? Yeah, we can replace it. I'm like, I was frustrated because I'm like, if that were me,
Sense.
put me in that spot, I would be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You
Right.
know, even though you don't have a reason to be sorry because it's just
It is what
the
it
recipe,
is.
you know?
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But it's still like you're serving somebody. I don't know. To me, that was a lack of emotional intelligence. And I was frustrated because she wasn't thinking about me.
Mhm.
Maybe
well,
I'm,
and if you're, that your job is serving people, then you want to
yeah, and you want
do
like
that well.
again, I wasn't mad about the situation, but it's like if she were to turn it and like make it a good experience for me, I would have left really satisfied and being like, you know what? Yeah, I ate some bacon, even though I don't eat meat, but I had a server who like turned it around and I had a really good experience.
Mhm.
And that didn't happen. So I was frustrated.
I can understand that. That would
Yeah.
be frustrating.
And there was more in that visit that made her a terrible server, but that was just one example.
We're big on customer service.
Yeah.
You know what, let me say this as you talk about customer service. I've noticed that as the inflation drives prices up, the customer
Service is
service
getting
is going
worse.
worse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'm paying like top dollar for this dish. The least you
Yeah.
could do is smile and say, I'm sorry that I spilled hot coffee on your pants.
Right?
Like, you know what I'm saying?
People are just doing the bare minimum.
Oh my gosh,
If
it's
that.
so bad.
Yeah,
It's so bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
it is.
And then you're right, it's a lack of emotional intelligence. But where do you think you go wrong and why? Why all of a sudden? Because I've noticed at one point, even in leadership, like supervisors, teachers, they had a strong level of emotional intelligence.
Mhm.
And now that's just kind of just gone away with the dodo bird. Why do you think that is? Pastors too. Oh my gosh.
So sad.
Oh, I told a pastor one thing to correct. And I was like, hey, it was almost one of those things like you're heading into a wall. Like, hey, I see a problem here. Da, 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 da. Dude didn't talk to me for 21 days.
Like you were giving feedback?
Yeah.
Uh,
Dude was mad at me for 20 days plus. Wouldn't talk to me again. I'm like,
Because we live in a culture that encourages being offended. They encourage you to almost be offended. Like it's okay because oh well they shouldn't do that. They shouldn't say that. We like everybody has rights. Everybody like we can't have leaders that say this or do that because that's offensive. That's encouraging and making offense okay. Does that make sense?
yes.
Okay. I felt like you both were looking at me crazy. I was like, am I
no,
talking
I'm,
gibberish?
I'm thinking as you're talking.
and
That's
and
just
I
how we
just
look. Don't be offended. Have some emotional intelligence.
I'm not offended, but I think that so then everyone, including leaders, they start to get offended easily, and they act defensively. And what's a huge defense mechanism that people use is putting up a wall and just drowning you out. Well, you said this, okay, you're not going to be in my life. Like, oh, well, I don't want to hear from you. Instead of actually taking constructive criticism and learning and growing and being better for it, or taking that criticism and being like, oh, you know what? Like, I see your perspective, but I actually disagree.
Mhm.
And then moving on. And that's okay too.
Yeah.
But instead they get offended. And so then they shut you out for 21 days.
Yeah, it's weird. Now I think about it, even yesterday I got into an argument with somebody, and it was a biblical argument. We were debating schematics.
Okay.
And I was trying to prove my point, and he was proving his point. And you know how I get when I get into debates. My voice gets loud, and I'm like talking with my hands, like, no, because
Yeah.
you know,
You get very passionate.
I'm passionate. And so then at the end of it was a Bible study. So at the end of it, I I am. I said a prayer, but I had to jab in something. So I was like, and Lord, and whatever point he was trying to make, I made it at the end. And Lord, let's just understand that, blah, 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 blah. Boom. At the end, and you saw the person I said did like this with his head down. He's like, you're such an a-hole. I was like, and I laughed. I was like, no, we good. And then the rest of the night, he kept apologizing. Like, I'm so sorry for arguing with you. I'm like, dude, it's good banter to have these back and forths.
Yeah.
Because it gets you to understand what you believe in. And then, and I said the reason, and I even told him, the reason I was fighting so hard though, is because I realized you were right. And I just want to.
You're being stubborn.
I was being stubborn. Like, no, God, he's right. I'm still holding on to my point. And so then I kind of took it away from him. I was like, oh, it's schematics. Clearly, he was right, but no schematics.
Well, and one thing about you, and I'm grateful that I've actually learned this and dealt with this, because early on, like, we would argue a lot, but he would do it intentionally. Roman likes to play the devil's advocate.
You were trying to like pull things out of him.
I just want him to look a different way.
Yeah. So, but he does it in a way that it doesn't feel like that's what he's doing in the moment. Instead, he's asking all these questions that makes you feel that he's on the other side. And that, does that make sense? So, like, I don't know, say I think the sky is blue because God painted it blue. Just random example, right? But or no.
Yeah, you paid yourself.
That's a really bad example. What would be a good example?
You'll say something to the effect of, let's use a character in the Bible,
okay,
for reference. So let's say you said something like, Samson was a great soldier for the Lord.
Okay.
And I would ask you, was he?
Yes. That's a good
example.
example.
I was like, was he a great soldier? Because he committed suicide when he still had a call to do.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what he would do. And then I'm a terrible debater. So I would try to express my point, but everything I would say, he would have a counter, like, another question or another statement. And then I would get really frustrated because like, I know what I believe, but I don't know how to express it. And I don't agree with his point, but he can express it really well.
Yeah.
And so, but he would always do that, and he would play the devil's advocate. But it actually helped me over the years, one, to not get offended when there are differing views, and also to not get upset if I can't express myself completely.
Yeah.
And it's okay, even if I can't make my point, to just be quiet because I know what I believe.
Yeah.
And the example and that's better than explaining it perfectly.
The other reason I do it too, I do it on purpose. I do. But the other reason I do it on purpose is because I want to see how much you believe. Like, if I can change your mind, you didn't believe that much.
Yeah.
Or the other thing is, let's solidify your statement.
Yeah.
By attacking it and watch you defend it on all sides to solidify that this is what you believe.
Right.
So it's almost twofold.
Yeah.
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 So that's actually a really good leadership style.
They could take our lives, but they can never take our freedom.
Going back to your question and what he was kind of saying about offense, I was thinking as he was talking, and I was like, I do agree. I see what you're saying, but I think along with offense and going deeper, it's that whole like, live your truth, you be you.
Yeah.
And then even deeper into that is selfish, like the issue of us being selfish. And I think, I mean, obviously I'm not a teacher. My mom's a teacher. I have a lot of people in my family that are teachers, and I've heard stories. And I also work at a college, and it's just interesting things that our youth of today like either don't know or are just like so stuck in their ways that they don't even care to learn other things. And I don't know. I feel like I'm you right now. I can't put words to what I'm trying to say, but it's just like a lack of consideration for others. And I don't know what was up with people that were parents of this age now, but like I do think of some parents that I've observed, and it's almost like they sometimes would give up in their parenting of like, well, they're just going to do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's interesting, like experiencing that now as this generation is growing up. And I've just heard so many horrible stories of how these kids behave and talk to their teachers. And it's so sad. It's just like,
well, and I think that statement about you be you, and that is what our culture preaches is you be you, boo.
Yeah.
You know,
you do you, boo.
You do
Do
you.
you.
And like, be true to yourself, be true to who you are.
live your truth.
Yeah, like all that stuff. And like I think there's a level of truth in that of like be confident
Yes.
and be bold, and those are things we should be saying. But the issue is it well, there's lots of issues, but one of the issues, and this is to go hand in hand with what you were saying, is that I think when these young kids don't have a full understanding of a lot of things because they're in those developmental years,
Yeah.
but they're hearing you do you, be true to you, like they're coming up with who they are in that moment, and they're shutting everything else out because they're being true to themselves, because they are who they are. Well, I am who I am. Well, this is me. Well, that's just who I am. Like we've all heard people make statements like that. And these kids at a young age are getting that way. So then therefore they're not actually receiving from these people who are trying to pour into them and to help them develop and to get them to think differently, And so I think that's one of the issues.
Yeah. And you give them feedback and they're offended.
Yeah, they don't take it.
I was going to say, I can't play devil's advocate with it. I have. And bro, I've you'll see them like it's almost like
you're saying with younger people.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have, and I've seen like it's almost like a computer just froze.
Yeah, it's like they don't know what to do with it. They're like, wait, what?
And I was like, yeah, what happens when that doesn't work?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah, and then it's like, well, what are you gonna do when you're faced with conflict?
Yeah.
How are you gonna resolve it? How are you gonna handle it?
Yeah.
Which again ties into emotional intelligence.
Oh man. Yo, if you're out there, have you read Emotional Intelligence 2.0?
No.
Great book. Great book. It comes with a test too. It tests you on your emotional intelligence.
Oof.
So yeah, take the test before you read it, and then read it and take the test again.
I want to take it.
Yeah.
Huh.
But yeah, no, I've taken a couple communications classes recently, and they talk about it a lot in communication.
They use it. They used to use another word other than intelligence. They used to use it emotional quotient. Have you heard them use that term?
I've heard that.
Oh yeah, EQ.
EQ.
Yeah.
It's supposed to. It's like IQ. There's IQ and then there's EQ.
And then EI. Emotional. Yeah.
So IQ is intelligence quotient.
IQ is.
That's right.
Did you just saw? Was it that freeze I was telling you that people do? That was it right there. Is that what it is?
I don't know. That was a question, really.
No, you're right. Intellectual quotient.
Or is it IQ? Intelligence quotient? I don't know. I don't remember.
Maybe, yeah,
I'm in college. My brain is full.
I don't remember. But it was IQ and EQ, and then there is EI. Now it's EI.
You think, yeah.
And
you're thinking AI. That's
AI.
probably why when you say EI, you're like, wait, what?
Right.
Yeah. EI-E-I-O.
I was going to say, andale, mamma
mia,
mia.
Uh-oh.
By the way, speaking of AI, have you seen the commercial with
just
what's his name?
so random.
Oh my gosh.
The
Matthew
actor?
McConaughey.
Yeah, that guy.
There's a commercial he does, and he's like a cowboy, like in cowboy boots, and he's like, if AI is the new, what did he say?
I knew he wasn't gonna remember.
I was gonna be shocked if he came up with the whole
if
thing.
If AI is the new something, then does that
Currency.
mean data is the new currency or something like that?
Yeah, something like
and then he turns around and then he becomes this like animated, like weird shaping as he's walking. His body's moving. I think it bothers
Josiah because he's like, "What does this even mean?"
I don't know what the heck it means, and it drives me nuts. And so, yeah,
Josiah is the equivalent to the old man that complains how times has changed in a young man's body.
Oh gosh. I don't know. I mean, maybe because we're both not on social media and we don't watch the news. So
Yeah,
I joke and say we live under a rock.
see. I was watching an episode this morning of Modern Family as I was getting dressed, and I don't know why Jay, who's the old father, the grandfather, the patriarch, reminds me of Josiah.
Oh my goodness!
Because there's a scene where his wife wanted tickets to Gloria Estefan, but you couldn't go line up and get the tickets. You had to get them online as it's available to a fan club, and he was like, "What happened to the days when you just go down to the ticket box office and buy the tickets?" And I'm like, that's Josiah, 100%.
That's so funny.
Well, yeah, I've always thought I was really good about change, and certain things I am, and I would get frustrated with my father. because there's things like,
So you're saying you've been humbled?
well, I realize I'm a lot like my dad and my mom in a lot of ways, and I'm not mad about it.
No.
But I just recognize it, and I'm like, oh wow, because the things that I would get frustrated with them about, I'm the same way, just in a different context.
Yes.
But like my dad to this day refuses to do self checkout at any store.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
no,
he won't do
won't.
it. And I'll be like, Dad, let's go. And he's like, well, you can go through, but I'm not getting in that line. I'm not doing self checkout. And he's like, they're getting paid to check me out. Why would I do their job? Like, he's like, that's what they're getting paid for.
Right.
So he's so funny, but like, I'm that way in other things.
That doesn't. I mean, I can be that way with certain things too, but I think what upsets me is when there's not options.
Yes.
Like when it's like, this has changed,
self-checkout.
and you have to do this.
Yes.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
only card. You can only use
Yeah,
card.
but like, no, if I
Like-
want to do it that way, can I still? Yeah, you can. Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand. Give me options.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't tell me
I
this
want
is
a
the
variety.
only way. Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
tell me this is the only way.
Like I went to a new Taco Bell recently. There's a new Taco Bell in
Wow.
Eastville.
You got so hyped about
He
it.
did.
Because it was a frustrating experience, but there's a lot to it. I won't go into all the detail, but it was interesting because I walk in to order inside because I didn't want to go through drive-through, and
They have a kiosk.
they only take orders through
Yep.
kiosks.
Yes.
Like you couldn't order from the register.
Were you standing there waiting and they said nothing?
No,
Oh.
but I kind of figured it out because that's all I saw, and I think I asked. I was like, can I order from you? And they're like, oh no, you order blah blah blah.
So
But it was just so weird. That wasn't the most frustrating part of
See?
that, but it's fascinating. So
That's
it
another
takes
issue.
away options.
we're eliminating
Interaction.
face-to-face interactions.
I saw a guy lose his marbles at McDonald's because of that.
Because he didn't want to do the.
He didn't want to do
Yeah.
the kiosk.
Yeah.
Honestly, they're not super user friendly.
They're
I
not.
went in the other day to a McDonald's and I
Mhm.
was trying to do the order, and I had my like code and it wasn't working, and I was like, okay, this is just dumb. This is taking way longer than
Right.
me just going through
Yeah.
drive-through or
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
Yeah,
And the funny thing is the
Technology.
people behind the counter don't know how to use the kiosk either.
yeah.
So if you want them to come help, they're like,
You mean someone knowing how to do their job?
I'm like, oh my gosh. And in April, we're paying you 20. That's why this year for me, I have boycotted all fast food because they're going up to $20 an hour starting in April. All fast food in California.
Are they really?
Yeah.
20?
$20 an hour for
Wow.
fast food chains.
I wasn't even
not
making
mom
that
and
much as
pops.
a worship leader.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
Not even
sad.
mom and pop. So like if you had your own restaurant, they're not going to
Sad.
force you to pay them $20 an hour. But
Wow.
McDonald's, Burger King, if they're national chains and they're in California, they get $20 an hour now.
But see, that's hurting so many people on so many levels
Mhm,
because those mom and pop shops,
mhm.
they're not going to get people applying.
No.
No,
Because
gonna
why
lose
work
people.
for you
Yeah.
making $14 or $15 an hour when I can work at McDonald's and make 20?
Now the problem I think is going to happen is they're going to have layoffs. Like so sometimes when I'm in Upland, the hometown of the Holes. I'm looking at the camera over here. Camera's over here. Hometown of the Holes. Oh shoot, we're over time. When I go into Upland, I pass that Arby's, and I
Uh-huh.
always wonder, how do they stay open? What's the secret to Arby's? How are they staying open?
OG.
Question.
Yeah, like when was the last time you drove by and be like, dang, look at that line coming out of Arby's?
Right.
Ever?
Yeah.
When have you ever seen cars in Arby's?
No. I haven't eaten. Well, when we lived by an Arby's in Riverside, I ate there. But I remember being little, and after church on Sundays, we would eat at Arby's. Arby's or Yoshinoya.
I remember when I was younger, me and my friends used to love the roast beef sandwich.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. And they were 99 cents.
99 cents,
Not
yes.
anymore.
Not anymore. No, they're $9.99.
Well, and speaking of that, I remember when all the malls, the food courts and malls were Arby's, McDonald's, Burger
Oh,
King.
yeah.
Arby's? Oh yeah.
That
Sbarro.
those were
Sbarro.
Sbarro,
I mean, pizza.
which I think that one still is a
Sbarro's
standard.
better.
I think
And
that's
Burger
like the
King
only
is
one.
too.
It's
Sometimes,
yeah,
Ontario.
yeah.
but for the most part, like I mean, you never see a McDonald's anymore in a food
No,
court,
we do not.
and it's all the more expensive fast food now. So you
Yeah, it's
see,
Chipotle.
because before you could
Panda
go
Express.
and get dollar items and stuff, you know, because it
Mhm.
was all fast food, cheap fast food, and now it's Panda Express, Chipotle,
Cinnabon.
sure, and other things I can't remember. I don't go to the malls often.
You know I love Charlie's. Have you had Charlie's?
No.
I think I had it once.
Charlie's, they have the
Yeah.
Philly cheesesteaks.
Yeah, sandwiches and fries and
Oh,
stuff.
God,
Yeah.
it's so good, but it's so expensive.
They had one at Tyler.
Mm.
The Tyler Mall.
Yeah, they did. Charlie's is great. Well, it's already been over an hour.
Wow.
That's
Time
pretty fast.
flies.
Time flies when you're with the holes. Thanks for
Uh,
coming on the show, Stephanie.
Thanks for having me.
And I did formally invite you. I just formally invite you through Josiah.
Is that formal?
What constitutes formal?
You asking me.
Oh,
When it's through another person, it's informal.
Yeah, that's actually true.
dang. You go to college and now you think you know everything. Heritage
No,
Park.
do not know everything.
HeritageParkPROD.com is the website. Please go on there, continue to purchase your stuff. We did fix the shipping issue, so if you were waiting for something and you still didn't get it, send an email to the helpline because we're supposed to fix it and all the shipping has been caught up, I think, and you should be able to get it. But if you are guest number 127, you do not order from that page ever again. You are banned from Heritage Park.
Can I push the button?
Yeah, push the button. That's it. HeritageParkPRD.com is the website. Don't forget to watch us on HPTV. Comment, like, and share the podcast. Leave us a review. Tell us if you like the holes, and we should bring them back.
No pressure.
No pressure at all. But, we do have a computer program that can find your IP address and tell us exactly what it is.
Oh my goodness.
So order number
So
127. Actually, it's 1027. 1027. We're coming for you. Actually, I have a shipping address.
Oh my goodness.
That's too much. I shouldn't.
He's not gonna come for you. That's just not professional.
No,
But it's okay.
but I am offended by you. So
After we talk
I
about
have
offense.
a very low EQ when it comes to people. No, I just have a low EQ when it comes to people who lie about other things just so they can get an upper hand
It's
on
okay
something.
to be sensitive, Ramon.
Oh, it bothers me. It bothers me. I'm like Josiah. It just bothers me when people, lie to the bank to get the charge back.
But what if she had a reason? Like, what if she
just wasn't patient, is what it was.
or what if
Maybe
she
she had to buy her baby diapers.
or what if it was an impulse purchase and then she realized that she wouldn't have been able
I'm
to
just
feed her
stuck
family?
with these dresses that I can't get rid of now.
All right. Well.
All right. Well, thanks for coming, Holes. We'll talk to you next week. Happy Valentine's Day to you all, to the lovers.
Happy Valentine's
And,
Day.
congratulations to whatever team won the Super Bowl because we pre-recorded it, so we have no idea who won. But God bless you. Goodbye.